Hey, how y'all doing? Today is Friday. I don't know the date. I don't know the actual date because I haven't looked at my phone. If I don't look at my phone and glance at the date, I'm just not gonna know. So I'm just saying, hey, I'm smile talking. God, control the conversation. I'm just smile talking till he give me a warning. My daughter. So she was caught up in all this because she was in between flights when all this had happened. So maybe people who didn't even get a flight, maybe they canceled and then, they just stuck at the airport. But people that was in between flights when all this happened, they were just stuck in random cities. Because my daughter, she was in between flights and they dropped all them off in Texas. Like, the whole plane just dropped off in Texas. And they like, okay, all y'all flight canceled until further notice. So at this point, and don't nobody really know what's going on because ain't nobody saying nothing. So my daughter, she randomly called me. And me and my family, my kids, they just laughing at their mama, but I'm trying to just figure it out because I don't know what was up on me at this time. I don't know what it was. But when she texted me, she like, hey, Mom, I'm stuck in Texas. They saying that flight is delayed indefinitely, really. They give you a date, but they gonna probably cancel that date too. So she texted me this, and then out of nowhere, I was just like, well, do you need me to come get you? I was like, okay, do you need me to come get you? I was like, it's nothing but 6 hours away. Do you need me to just come on get you right now? And I was in the middle again, me and my daughter, I told you she like her Tokyo Grill, her shrimp hibachi from Tokyo Grill. So I even got me some shrimp hibachi. I was like, okay, me and her, we both can eat shrimp hibachi today. So I got me and her plate. Our food was hot. I actually dropped the food off while she texting me in the middle. While I'm giving me and my daughter food and stuff, and we probably sitting there eating and stuff. My daughter is texting me like, "Hey, Mama, I'm in Texas, and ain't nobody really saying nothing, but we just stuck here." And she like, they ain't getting nobody no food, no water, nothing. They just like, okay, y'all flight cancel, and they in a whole different city. They just stuck in a whole city, y'all. So I just like, you want me to come get you? I'm like, you just 6 hours away. I'm like, but if you need me to come get you, let me know now so I can go and get some gas and go and head out to you. Go and fill up all the way so I can go and get on the highway. But I'm like, the sooner you let me know, the sooner, I can just do this. I'm like, and she like, yeah, and so I put the idea in her head because she wasn't even thinking of me coming to actually get her. Like, it never crossed her mind till I suggested it. Me and my words. I done suggested it now. She wasn't even thinking about her mama coming to get her, but I didn't put in the earth now. So she going back and forth or whatever. She going back and forth about what she can do, what she can't do, because she do know people in Texas. So I was like, well, I be having a lot going on. This is what I'm telling my daughter. I'm like, I have a lot going on. I said, so use me as a last option. Problem solved once I'm involved. But use me as the last option. Explore different options. And when none of those options work, exercise your faith a little bit. With other options, when those options don't work, throw me in the picture. Put me in last. But my daughter always put me in first. I'm like, don't put me in first. Explore all the other options you got going on. And when it's a no, throw me in the picture at the end. Just put me in at the end because problem solved. Problem is gonna be solved at the end if I'm involved. But use me last. I'm your last weapon of defense. Don't make me your first weapon of defense. But she do it the other way around. So I was like, well, just see what's going on. See if you post up or whatever. See what you can do, what you can't do. I said, then hit me back up. I said, but if you need me to come get you, I'm on standby. But I said, explore other options first. And then put me in it on the back end. Don't just throw me in on the front. But she gonna put me in on the front because she know problem solved. Like like we ain't even finna go through all that. But I want her to go through it. Like, okay, go through, see what you can do. Cause for one, I got a lot going on in all of this. So with you knowing all the dynamics of what your mama got going on, just involve me on the back end. That's all I ask. Just put me. The problem gonna be solved once I'm in it now. So whatever issue you got going on, you already know I'm going to be the solution, through Christ Jesus, through God, through the Holy Spirit. But it's going to be solved once I involve myself in this. But I ain't trying to involve myself and you ain't even tested out all your different options. Just test out the other options you got going on in Texas. But if you ain't got no other option, I'm on my way. So I'm trying to teach her how to not just be so dependent on her mama. I think she might be so dependent on me to just solve everything she got going on, and I just be like, explore other options. You know, I'm beat her. Problem solved once you involve me anyway, but I'm just saying, just explore other options. So she was doing it in between, and she was like, well, mama, you did say you would come, didn't you? I was like, yeah, I come. I said, if you don't get, if whatever going on, and you know, if you can't wait it out, post up till they, you know, can redo the tickets or whatever for y'all. I said, yeah, I'm coming. I said, but just let me know early so I know how to go on plan, go and get out here. And she ended up calling me back, telling me to go and come get her. She's like, yeah, mom, you can come get me. I was like, ain't number 6 hours. And then she was like, well, I drive back. She said she'll drive. That's why, look, I'm rubbing my neck now from being in this car 12 hours. Do not ask me what I was thinking when I suggested this. Now, I did this to myself. I put in the earth too early. I ain't never even been on a family vacation. I ain't never even drove nowhere. And I'm talking about okay, I'm finna go to Texas. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this now, y'all. So, yeah. So, yeah, my body just, I'm like, yeah, I've been cramped up. So, but let me get, so yeah, so she told me, she was like, well, mom, come on, come. So I told my other kid, I'm like, y'all, I'm finna go head out to Texas. I'll be right back. My grown kids. I'm like, I gotta go get your sister. I said, one way or another, she's stranded in Texas. Her flight got canceled in Texas. That's not even her destination, but because it was a stop between her destination and where she was going, she's stuck in the city. I said, so I'm on my way right now to go get her. I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. I told you, I don't even know what was going on. Like, I don't even know what's going through my head for real. Like, when I'm on the outside looking in, I'm like, what was I thinking? So I told my kid, I'm on my way. I'm finna go get my daughter. So I'm on my way, go get my daughter. I don't really, you know, I don't really got no fear or nothing. I don't prefer to drive on bridges and stuff like that. I just don't prefer it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. But woo! When I finally ended up getting to Dallas, God led me to, I guess, like the downtown area. And it was just like, cause she at the airport, but she never really texted me the address, so I just put in Texas. So I'm like, okay, by the time she give me the address, I already be in the city. So I just drove all the way, you know, to Texas and just let the you know, GPS just lead me where I'm supposed to go. And I'm like, okay, I'm in Texas, but the GPS led me straight downtown. And I guess God wanted me to see. But it was just so much homelessness down there. Like normal people, everybody just sleep on the curb. Like everybody, like the whole street. It's like everybody having a sleepover. Outside, the whole street just filled with people. Regular people, the whole street just filled with them. So I'm driving, trying to get to my daughter. GPS took me straight to where everybody's sleeping at on the curb. So I'm like, okay, but I'm still trying to get to my daughter. But you know, there was like, I crossed paths with it. I'm prophetic. I crossed paths with it. Boop. And then, so then at this point, my daughter texted me, you know, where she was and all that as far as the airport. And then when I had to go up all those rings and rings and rings of bridges, it felt like I was on the roller coaster going rings and rings and rings of bridges to get to the top of the terminal to even get her. I was like, woo. So I ended up finally making it to her, because I was telling her they doing a lot of construction out here. I'm like, they got construction going on everywhere. So because she kept calling like, how far are you? I was like, it was construction going on. And then she like, I was like, woo. But then she had to drive back, and she would laugh because she like, mama, now I see what you talking about. She had to go down all these curves and curves and curves of bridges to get from the airport. And then, you know, she was going into all the construction and stuff. I said, that's why it took that long. Now you see, don't it? But she was just laughing and took on the way back. And like 2 hours in, she was just like, you know, her butt was still. Like she was just like moving around and, you know, her legs had got numb by this time. And I was like, look, I did my time. I did my 5-6 hours. I'm messing with her. I was like, you think you gonna be able to drive back like you said? Because I did my time. I got us here now. You said you gonna drive us back. Do you think you can do it? Because your body already, you ain't got no feeling right now. You done lost feeling in your legs. If we gonna get home. So, she got us home, y'all. She got us home. And I was telling my young kid, when I got back, I was like, hey, y'all. And then the young kid was like, oh, Mom, we miss you. And did. I was like, yeah, I had to go to another state, y'all. I had to go all the way to Texas. So I was telling my young kid what happened. And when I was telling her, I was like, people were getting stranded in random cities. I was like, so your sister, I said, she ended up stranded in Texas. I said, but she wasn't supposed to be in Texas, but I said she got dropped off at Texas. She was stranded at Texas. And the young kid bust out laughing. So I told my older daughter, I said, I don't know why, but when I was telling them you were stranded, they just fell out to laugh when I was telling them everybody was stranded. My young kids, they were laughing. She like, they were laughing. I said, yeah. I said, I don't know why they were laughing. Like, I was trying to figure out what was funny about it, but they was laughing when I told them that you was stranded in the city. That wasn't even your destination. I said, it was funny to them. So, that's over with. It's a spirit of peace on me, my body. It's just out. I'm just out right now. Because I had that. Actually, I actually, like, I'm you know, yeah, trying to see what I can say. But my body just like, woo. It took a toll because before I even went and got my daughter, I had that hell vision. And so, when I had this hell vision, I tell my daughter, you know, because I'm speaking to her, I'm like, oh, yeah, I had a hell vision. So my daughter was like, well, what happened? What happened in the vision? I said, well, everybody was just talking about they wanted to have this fun. I said, everybody was just obsessed with this red. You know, I was just telling her everything that I was seeing in the vision. And my daughter, she seemed like, okay, so did you know the people who were saying? I was like, I don't know these people. I said, he was just random voices. I said, actually, when I went to where I was going, I was told not to look. So I don't even know what I even walked through. At a certain point, yeah, I could see. And I'm like, ooh, let me see more. But initially, what I had to go through, it's like, don't look. So I don't know what I even went through to get to where I was when I finally was like, when I was telling y'all about the demon who said you can't use Jesus' name in that place. I was like, well, I don't know what kind of rules y'all got going on down here. I don't know what y'all got going on down here. But you just stay 10 feet away from me, or that name is going to get called again. So, I'll tell my daughter the vision. Because I was telling her to tell me, because she got she has a prophetic gift too. So I was just telling her to tell me what all I went past that I don't remember, because she could tell me that. So I was telling her the dream. She's like, okay, just tell me the dream up close and personal, and I'll tell you whatever was going on with it, you know. So, but we ain't even do that. She was listening to her music trying to get home, y'all. My body, yeah. I'm just like trying to, my neck. I'm just like still. I wasn't even trying, like, it was just a random. Okay, you need me to come get you? Okay, I'm on my way. Okay, kids, I'll be home in a little bit. I'm going to Texas. So y'all, so I tell my daughter the dream about the hell, but I told her that I couldn't see none of this because it was blocked. Like, a voice would just tell me don't even look. So I didn't even, my first mind, my perfect self didn't even, when the voice told me don't look, it was no reason for me to be curious to even wonder why not to look. It was just like, don't look. And I'm like, okay, boop, I'm not finna look. But at a certain point in the vision, I was able to look. When I seen the finger, at that point, I was able to look. So that's the reason why I'm like, oh, I see the finger. And then I had this reaction. And then I'm like, oh, let me see. Because now I can see what's going on. But everything leading up to that, it was hidden from me. So I was telling my daughter to tell me what it was, all of what it was going on around me, even what jumped on me that was hidden from me. And I guess I'll get her to talk to me when she can talk to me. So when I was telling her the vision, she was like, Mama, It sounded like you talking about LA. Cause I kept telling her people kept saying we just want to have fun, but they were saying it like they were chanting it, so to speak, and I could just hear the voices of people. I told her it was just voices of people. All they talking about is the fun, and she like, Mom, it sound like you talking about LA. Like when I kept saying, I said, cause she kept trying to get me to say more. Like what else was they saying? So I guess it was like something that just like like boop. It was like ding ding ding, the spiritual bell going off with her when I'm telling her the vision. But she was like, it sounded like I was speaking on when I was saying this fake paradise. And I was like, everybody was just like, it was just like this paradox. And it was just like this fake paradise. And my daughter kept saying, Mama, it sounds just like LA and the people that be in LA. I guess they always talking about having fun, having fun, having fun. You know, when you look on TV, Hollywood, they always obsessed with this red. Like you see certain people, they just draped in red. Like it's just something about this color red and them trying to connect with this red. Every time you look at a performance, they gonna throw some red in the performance. It's something symbolic about the color red because it stood out in the vision. So that what she was telling me about it. She probably get back with me to let me know more about this hell encounter that I had. But when I seen that finger, I was on bed rest for 2 days just from looking at that finger. It had me in the bed for 2 days. 2 days straight. I was out of it. It seemed like that vision drained me out. And it just took so much energy out of me. Like it seemed like I was just depleted. It seemed like I didn't have no energy or nothing. So after I had that hell vision, I was in the bed for 2 days. So that's why my daughter had made me some nuggets. And trying to see where it's gonna go. Yeah, so I was just in the bed for 2 days behind just watching a little finger. Little finger had me in the bed for 2 days. But in this vision where I didn't tell y'all, I did write it in the post, but where I didn't tell y'all was that it was, hold on one second. Yeah, but what I didn't tell y'all in the video, because when I was actually speaking the video, I was so drained out. I could barely even speak the vision. Like, you look at me, I'm just like, I was so weak just to even speak the vision. Like, I was just so weak to even tell what was going on. And so what I didn't mention was it was an angel there in the vision, and it seemed like it was another section of this. So it seemed like I got through all this. I ended up having this encounter with this demon where I'm telling him, you stay 10 feet away or else. The name that you don't want to be used is going to be used. I'm threatening you. You're not finna threaten me. So stay back. So that's how I was with the little demon thing. And then when I looked to the side, I saw that it was another area. And it looked like it was like for something else, but it was kind of hidden from me, so to speak. Like you had to go into, like you could go into the area, but it seemed like it was blocked off by like this wall or something. And it was an angel like kind of guarding that part of it. And he was just smiling. So I don't know if he was laughing at me because of the way I responded to the demon, but he was just smiling at this point. You know, I always tell God, I don't want to do no hell encounters. But in this vision, after everything, even with me seeing the hand, by the end of the vision, I was like, okay, let me see. Like, maybe I can see more. Like, what else going on? Like, what's going on behind this? What's going on behind this wall over here? And the angel looked like he was just kind of smiling, like, to watch me say I wanted to see more. So the fact that I was just like my perfect self, wanted to know more, to help the other people, like for people. Because me personally, I wouldn't want to do it, but for the people, okay, let me see what's going on. For me to have that change of heart, it seemed like the angel was smiling about that. And then he could be smiling at the way I handled the demon. Because I don't really be scared. So he could have been smiling about that. Like, he was just smiling. I told my daughter, I said, it was the angel there. He was just smiling at the end. And then I said, God ended up waking me up from the vision. But it was an angel there. And the angel, somewhere through the vision, before the ending of me seeing him again, he had gave me clearance to even be there. So I saw that, you know, I was cleared to even be there. I had clearance to be there. I saw that. So, and then I saw the him smiling at the end of everything, because I was like trying to actually see. I was like, oh, it's more. You know, most people ain't trying to see more, but me, I was like, oh, it's more. Okay, maybe I need to see what's going on. And then God woke me up. So God said, okay, you getting there, Sheena. You was getting there. You ain't there yet now. You saw the finger. You was on bed rest for 2 days for seeing the finger. So you ain't there yet, but you getting there now. Your baby steps. You growing. You getting there now. So I'm gonna let y'all go, y'all. That's all God really was wanting me to speak on. I'm just speaking on the hell vision, you know, my daughter, and then when I went to Texas, the homelessness. Like it looked like everybody was just having a sleepover in the streets. Like the whole street just packed with people, regular people, just regular people. Everybody just sleeping out. Like woo, God let me drive through the homelessness before He even let me go see my daughter. So then I'm like, okay, let me go to my daughter. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm just gonna try to rest up, y'all. I got to rest up. My body is sore. I feel like I got a crook in my neck, like my whole body. I said, God, what was I even thinking to tell my daughter I was gonna come get her? Like, why did I even suggest it, God? That first thing I suggest, you need me to come get you? I told my other kid, y'all, I'm going to Texas. I'll be back in a little bit, okay? I told my older kids, can y'all put the kids' lights up in their room, their LED lights? I need y'all, can y'all put their lights up if y'all want to? Y'all can even put their curtains up. But Mama finna go to Texas, but Mama gonna be back, okay? Oh, y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. And y'all enjoy y'all day out here.